Hi folks, Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and today I've been driving this Mercedes E280 Avantgarde. So what we've got here is a 15-year-old or 16-year-old nearly Mercedes E-Class, Mercedes mid-range executive saloon with the mid-range V6 petrol engine. It's a very smooth operator. It's got the 5-speed automatic. It's in the range topping Avantgarde specification though, so it's got the lower suspension, the bigger alloy wheels, and luxurious full leather interior that I'll show you in a minute. These cars, I mean, this one's done 116,000 miles now. Not a lot for a Mercedes, that's barely run in. But the car is like 15 years old. But you know what? If you're looking for something that's pretty comfortable, that will impress the neighbours, but it's not going to cost you a lot of money, these are absolutely perfect. And they're so reliable, such a solid car, that it's not just going to be cheap to buy, it's going to be cheap to run as well. Your neighbours are going to all think that you've, won the pools and you've come into some money because you're driving this big black Mercedes, whereas in actual fact, this Mercedes costs little more than the Vauxhall Astra and the Ford KA that you can see in the foreground there, in the background there. It's not an expensive car, but it still oozes quality and luxury. And yeah, if you look closely, there's a couple of little marks on it. Here's a prime example. I mean, I'll be touching that in before it goes out to a customer, but it has just come into us at the moment. I haven't even cleaned the wheels. The wheels, talking of the wheels on this particular one, Avantgarde cars have slightly larger, chunkier alloys, but they are starting to show a little bit of sign of aging. You can see around the centre there some corrosion around the wheel nuts, and it's like that on every one of the wheels. So it's by no means perfect, but still it looks impressive. It's very smooth. It's got a beautiful V6 engine which it just purrs away, and it's got plenty of power there, and in terms of comfort it's just fantastic. And they are such a good quality car. I mean, if you look at the bonnet on this, it's done 116,000 miles. There's barely a mark on it really. It ages so well. The chrome work looks good still. The whole car oozes quality. So we move inside, and what an interior. The interior of an E-Class is somewhere where you can relax, unwind, get away from all the stresses of day-to-day life, and listen to radio too. Perfect for me, actually. When I sit in one of these cars, I always feel so at home, so comfortable. I've had a number of E-Classes over the years, and I love them. I like the way the wood sweeps across the dashboard. I like the way I've got separate switches for my climate and the passengers. The good thing about this as well is that it's an era of Mercedes before they had silly touch screens, so I've got dials for everything, I've got heated seats, and I've got this lovely automatic gearbox which is just a pleasure to use. I also like the way that Mercedes put their cruise up by here, just on that column stalk. It makes it easy to use, it makes sense, it makes other cars just feel over complex and just quite ridiculous, to be honest with you. This car's got everything I could possibly need and more, and it's got the nice ruffled leather on the doors if you like that sort of thing. It's got the wood in it, which obviously has a luxury Merc feel. It's got a pretty decent stereo system as well, but bear in mind it's an older car, so you haven't got Bluetooth and stuff like that in here. You've got phone switches, but they're to put an actual car phone in. But look, it's a nice comfortable car. It's a pleasure to sit behind the wheel of. You waft along, and when you look in front of you, you can see that 3-pointed star down the end of the bonnet, which reminds you that you are in something that is an absolute piece of quality engineering. So let's jump in the back quickly and see what that's like. Can you hear the quality in that door then as well? I mean, that's another reason to buy a Merc. So back here, plenty of room. That's the great news. You've got enough room here for easily 3 adults. If you've got kids, they're going to be so comfortable and spoiled they won't know themselves. There's ventilation to the rear. The aircon on this one, despite the age of the car, still blows ice cold, and it still blows to the rear, so your kids are going to be kept cool while you listen to your Radio 2 in the front. The wood and leather trim on this Avantgarde model I think looks great. It's aged really well, there's no adverse wear to it at all, and it's a nice colour combo. I like the black with the lighter coloured leather, it just looks the part. It's the colour that I would have picked if I was buying one of these back in 2005. Overall, it's a typical old Merc. It's built to last an eternity. There's a couple of small marks on it, which are like the one I just showed you on the back, but you know what, there's no rust in it at all. It still looks really, really great, and if you put a private plate on it, people wouldn't really think of this as being a 16-year-old vehicle. Still looks quite fresh-faced because Merc have got a classic style. They don't tend to date as they get older. If anything, it looks classier as it gets older. So, very elegant car for very little money. For the price of a Focus or Astra, you could be driving around in this lovely Mercedes. If it's of interest to you, please give me a call. My number is 07932 873 646. The car is available for national delivery. We're also happy to take a part exchange on the car and offer 3 months parts and labour guarantee. Let us know where you are, what car you've got, and we'll happily work out a deal for you on this lovely Mercedes. My number one more time is 07932 873 646. Please, while you're here, give us a like, a share. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and feel free to comment below and let us know if there's anything else you want to know about our Mercedes, or indeed any other car. Anything else that you'd like us to perhaps review or look at for you. All that's left for me to do is say thanks very much for watching the video, and hope to see you very soon, and please get in touch if we can be of any assistance. Thank you. Bye.